Hello everyone, welcome to Professional IAS. This is me Sayyid Shujatullah. Today we will be discussing about red flag exercise. Along with that, we'll also cover the countries participating in this exercise. Is India a part of it or not? We'll talk about it. Alaska mapping and strait which are important for the examination. That also we'll discuss. Alaska sold to America. Is it true or not? We'll talk about it also. And the last topic which is not mentioned here, but still we'll discuss about it, all about Alaska. We'll talk about Alaska biodiversity. We'll talk about the mineral wealth of Alaska and so on and so forth. So let us start our lecture one by one. Okay. So one question and answer I have given to you. Please do this. Pause the video and try to do it. It is very easy one. The aspirants who are preparing for the examination at least for 3-4 months, they should do it. Bering Strait is between which among the following countries? The option number 1, we are having US and Canada. B, Mexico, USA. C, Russia and Canada. D is Russia and USA. So please do this, and those who are not able to do, no need to worry about it. At the end of the lecture, I will definitely give the answer for it. Okay, let us talk about it. So a small advertisement, please don't mind. So 18 months of current affairs has been launched on the website www.professionalias.com. You have to go to www.professionalias.com. There you have to go to courses, and there you click on buy now 18 months of current affairs. So if you are buying in the month of May, last 18 months are anyhow covered, and the next till December 2024 you will get the current affairs updated at a free of cost. In the same course, I will be adding whatever we are discussing now, whatever we will discuss every other day with regard to the current affairs, all that will also be updated in the same course. So it's a very reasonably priced. Do make the advantage and score high in the examination. Let us start our discussion. So Indian Air Force Rafales, you know that a very multi-role combat helicopters. Okay, what are those multi-role combat helicopters? Remember this point. Whenever we say multi-roles are nothing but it can launch offensive strikes, means it can launch missiles, it can drop bombs. It will also have defensive capabilities, means it can defend itself, our territory. Not only that, it can also help us to take cargo. It can also drop ammunition. That is why it is called as multi-role combat aircrafts. So we have taken this from the company called as Dassault. Okay, Dassault is a French company. Okay, we have made an agreement with them, and we have purchased this Rafale fighter jets. Okay, and that's all about it. So Indian Air Force Rafales will be joining US Air Force for red flag exercise in Alaska. Along with USA, NATO countries will also participate in this particular exercise. Okay, that's all about the red flag exercise. Nothing much is there. If you are saying that exercise, it means that our Indian Air Force Rafale helicopters and US Air Force helicopters will try to do drills. The drills involve various tactics. Okay, how to save, how to strike an enemy, how to do the precision bombing, how to protect our territory. Like that, our Air Force and their Air Force will try to exchange the ideas, will try to exchange each other expertise. That is only called as exercise or a drill. So let us now talk about Alaska here. Alaska, you can see, okay, the Russia, eastern side of Russia. Okay, this is like India you are having, right? This is like Russia. So this part of Russia is actually called as what? Alaska. Okay, it is attached to Canada. Remember this point. Here what you have to see is important points to be noted. The Alaska area is in between Canada and Russia. Once upon a time, Alaska was a part of Russia, but it was too large and little bit distant area also. That's why Russia sold Alaska to USA, to the America. Remember this point here. I'll come to that point again, but for the time being, you please understand this one. So here, if you see the mapping here, okay, Arctic Ocean is there in the North Pole. You know that very well. Yesterday we have recorded a lecture on South Pole, Southern Ocean, Antarctic also. All about Antarctica content we have already done. So Arctic Ocean on North Pole. So here we are having what? Alaska region, and there is two land masses, a river channel or a water body that divides the two land masses. Not exactly the river channel, but still I'm saying any water body that divides the two land masses. We call it as what? Strait. We call it as strait. And this particular place is called as what? Bering Strait. Remember this point here, Bering Strait, right? So Alaska makes the boundary line with Canada. Okay, it was a part of Russia once upon a time, but Russia sold it to what? America. and Alaska is very close to what? Arctic Ocean, and just ocean after that a sea is there here called as Beaufort Sea. You also have a Gulf of Alaska that is making the border with Alaska and Canada, and you are having a Bering Sea and the strait that divides Russia and America. We call it as America. Why? Because Alaska is a part of America now. So the strait that divides the Russia and America, it is called as what? Bering Strait. Already we have seen, and the sea is called as what? Bering Sea. This is all about it. Let us go ahead. Okay, you can see in the picture very clearly Bering Strait. Okay, you see here USA. Getting my point here, right? So now little bit of mapping for the examination point of view. You can see Kodiak Islands are located in which ocean? Like that they may ask you the question. So your answer will be what? It is located in Northern Pacific. You can say Northern Pacific, Kodiak Islands. And you also have Aleutian Islands, very very important islands. Please remember this. Aleutian Islands are a part of which one of the following territory? It is a part of what? Alaska extended regions are called as Aleutian like islands. Okay, right. So let us now see. We have already seen Arctic Ocean, Beaufort Sea, Gulf of Alaska, Kodiak Islands. Okay, Kodiak, remember, like Kodak camera. Aleutian Islands, very important. Then we also have here, okay, Bering Strait. Bering Strait. Russia and America. The strait that divides Russia and America, it is called as Bering Strait. Remember this point. Okay, chalo. Let us go into the discussion. This Alaska is also known as land of rushes. First people came here in order to, there are like, you can see that 4-meter bear bhalus were there in Alaska region. Okay, that is cold bhalus were there. So they are like 4-meter height. People used to kill them, used to take their fur and used to sell them as a jackets in the winter season. So there was a rush of fur rush was there once upon a time. Then later on the excavators and this geologists, they discovered that the Alaska region may also have what? Gold. So gold rush was there. Later on we also found oil rush, oil for the purpose of oil. Lot of people came here. Finally wilderness rush. Wilderness rush is nothing but what would be there in Alaska. So that kind of anxiety is also called as wilderness rush. So lot of rushes are there with regard to the people to go to Alaska. That's why it is called as what? Land of rushes. 30 kg cabbage. One cabbage there is grown like of the size of what? 30 kg. 4-meter bear is there. You will find there. Fort Knox, the largest gold mine in Alaska, produced gold worth of $170 million. So that is what is all about Alaska. We'll have some few more points. Before that, we'll also discuss the Alaska. We'll see little bit more. Whenever in examination they will ask you where are the Brooks ranges are there. The moment you come across Brooks ranges, it is about, you have to say that it is in Alaska. Nothing but Brooks ranges belong to America, because Alaska is of America. So Brooks ranges belong to America, right? Then also you are having Alaskan range is also there. That is not a problem. Fine. This much if you are remembering, that is more than enough. If you want to go through some of the mountains here, you can go to the Long Mountain is also there. Okay, McKinley, very 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 important mountain. Please remember this. Kuskokwim mountains are also there here. Kuskokwim mountains. Ray mountains are also there here. So if you are remembering Davidson mountain, that is more than enough. Okay, 4-5 mountains of Alaska, whatever I have ticked, if you are remembering that will be enough for the examination. Okay, chalo, let us go ahead in little bit more points with regard to Alaska. So when the Alaska was first discovered by many people, but the first one to occupy the Alaska were the Russians. Okay, Alexander Baranov, head of the colonial trading company, Russian American company. So he builds its former capital, means at the time when he captured the Alaska, Alexander Baranov, when he captured the Alaska, he laid a foundation of a capital called as capital Sitka. It is also known as American Paris of Alaska. Okay, because he captured it because of lot of fur trade was there. Okay, by 1860, the Russia found the management of vast landmass very difficult. Okay, Russia being itself is a very huge country, again managing something which is far away from them becomes very huge burden to them, a difficult way. That's why in 1867, American Secretary of State William H. Seward signed a treaty purchasing the complete Alaska territory of 14,060, 1,46,000 square kilometer for about 7.2 million, very less, a rate of less than 2 cents a acre. 2 cents a acre is very like 2 paisa, less than 2 paisa 1 acre. At that amount it was completely sold to America. At the time the deal was seen as folly. At the time the deal was like okay, nice, but slowly, however, the natural wealth of Alaska was revealed. We got a salmon of 125 kg, you will find a fish of 125 kg, gold, oil and more. Now you can understand that Russia may be crying why they have given or why they have gifted this Alaska, because of the advancement with regard to the helicopters, speed with regard to the automobiles, motives, submarines. Going to Alaska would not be a big problem to Russia, but at the time they have sold it. Now all the wealth of the Alaska belongs to what? USA. This is all about Alaska. I'll come with the next topic. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.